The feels are so strong. Yeah, another
Yeah.
reason why Undertale is as a success story as it is because it really captures emotion in which RPGs today, Final Fantasy, don't capture that sense of emotion within their game, unfortunately. They used to back in the good old days, but I don't know what happened. But that's beside the point.
That's true.
It is true. Sadly, it
It
is
is
true.
true.
Which is why people like Persona games. I fucking love Persona. All right, let's go on over. Oh wait, this is actually quite the contrary in comparison to the question I just asked you. Where tell me something you do like. Is there? You just said it. Tell me something that you don't like. It could be personally related or something about art. Tell
That I
me.
dislike about
Yes,
art.
tell me something that you dislike. It could be personally, like a pet peeve, or it could be something in regards to the art world.
I hate making backgrounds.
And
Like
hands.
if you if you ask me to, I don't know, draw a character or something, I can pretty much just go ahead and have a beautiful design or whatever. But if you ask me to draw a house, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure my 5 years old brother can do better than me. I suck at background so much. I just make squares between other squares with gradients, and that's like the best I can do of background. So it's gonna be actually a huge challenge for me to step up my game when we're talking about backgrounds, because I'm gonna need a lot of backgrounds for
for
what I want to do.
for
So yeah,
season
if I
two.
want it to look good, if I don't want to cringe when I'm looking at it, I'm gonna have to step up my game and actually learn to draw a stupid building or something like that.
So even though some people may call Camila a genius, she's still learning every single day. So, and that's how I feel it should, because when you feel that you are at the pinnacle and you feel like there's nothing left to learn, you're just lying to yourself. There's always something new to learn. Where it's being the personally involved in the art of public speaking, like myself, or personally involved with the art of making a beautiful story or making something wonderful on a canvas, like what Camila does. So, or voice acting for that matter. There's always something new to learn. So that's the take home point. Basically, there's always something new to learn. Never stop learning. Don't be stagnant. Don't be like a tumbleweed. Be like ivy, always climbing. That's why I always say. Oh, yeah, going on over
Yeah.
to a more fun question. I love this question. This actually stems between what Camille and I are just in general. Are you much of a gamer? And if so, what kind of games do you enjoy? This is going to be good.
Oh man, I mean, okay, if you could see, if if any of you could see my room, I have posters in my ceiling. Like my whole walls are already covered. My walls are already covered. I'm just starting to cover up the ceiling
Mm-hmm.
with games and things like that. Oh man, the one I've enjoyed the most, I don't know, we will have to talk about a lot of different genres of games,
Yes.
because I enjoy online games, FPS, RPGs, platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, there's so many games. I guess I also grew attached to the really old ones like Metal Slug
Yes. Oh my
or
god. Heavy machine gun.
Metroid, Super Mario, Holy Machine Gun. I love those games. Those were the ones that got me started into gaming, and
Mm-hmm.
then from there, I uh, just pretty much played absolutely every kind of genre you can possibly play.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite one, I don't know. I mean, before Undertale, I didn't have a favorite game.
I can
if
relate
we're
with
if
that.
we're I do have my favorite game now, which will be, of course, Undertale. But if we're not talking about that, I cannot exactly choose a favorite game,
Mm-hmm.
because there are a lot of them that I've enjoyed equally, either for story or for gameplay. But I am not really able to choose one of those. But I played pretty much every kind of game.
I can definitely respect that, and yes, I can also relate with you in the standpoint that I cannot choose a favorite myself. If someone were to ask me what is my favorite game of all time, I couldn't tell you. There's just so many good ones out there that you. It's just really difficult to pick an absolute solid, like just quintessential favorite. It's almost impossible to do so. But yeah, pretty much as you hear it right here, she's pretty much a gamer through and through. So am I. So, like I said, two nerds in a Skype call. There's a lot of fun times to be had.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, goodness gracious. This is so enjoyable. All the more reason why I'm glad we were able to finally get together and do this. I mean, it's just something I've always wanted to do for quite some time. And sure enough, I'm doing it right now, so it's been a thrill so far. Next question here. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Okay. it's probably, I mean, it's gonna sound cliche or whatever you want, but
You're fine.
I guess just don't give up.
Mm.
Because a lot of people told me to give up when I started animation, like a lot. And it's not something that should affect you at all. Like when I first started animation, I didn't know how to draw a stick figure at all. I don't know, like little kids could do better than me at drawing a stick figure. And I took a lot of time to improve from where I was to where I am right now. And a lot of people told me to give up at many points there, but I wanted to prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, it only depends on you if you wanna keep going or not. Like regardless of what everyone else may think of what you do, it's up to you if you keep going or not. And anyone can get as far as they want. They just really don't have to give up. But like really don't have to. Just don't listen to um really negative comments. But of course, there's constructive criticism is always good. You
Of
should
course.
listen to them. But the ones that just want to hurt you or just want to, try to throw everything you worked for down, you just gotta keep going. And it's gonna be so satisfying when you like get to the point where you wanted to get in the first place, and know that you proved wrong all those people that told you to give up. It's like a really satisfying feeling. So if I could, I don't know, like give right now the same advice that I gave earlier, I would say stay determined and don't
Yes.
give up.
And you always mention that in the very end of your videos, I've noticed. So it makes sense as to why you feel that's one of the best pieces of advice that you've been given and that you feel you can give to others. I mean, think of a good, really good motivational quotation. There's one that's stuck in my mind ever since you started talking about what your best piece of advice is. And I think it comes from Michael Jordan. Basically, it's something along the lines of this. Everyone has talents, but it takes pure and unbridled effort to bring it out. Everyone is good at something, but it takes effort to truly bring it out. We all have to start somewhere, and sure enough, Camila is an inspiration, really, the same premise, because she couldn't draw a stick figure to save her life, but because she really stuck with it, she didn't let anyone get her down, and because she stuck true to her craft, is the reason why she's pretty much here in this day and age. So, yes, it's you could say she's a rather good role model as far as the art world is concerned. I think people should really look up to you because you really do stand out as someone who has a very unique style.
Aww.
She's like, oh god, the feels. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not trying to put on a persona or nothing. I'm just trying to be myself. How I am on camera is literally the same way I am in real life. So nobody get it twisted. I'm not putting up some kind of act or whatnot. I'm a pretty shitty actor. That's why I do voice acting, not real life acting. I can be in pajamas all day and do as much as I want with my larynx or my voice box, and I won't have to worry about my appearance. That's why I do voice acting. All right, next question. Oh, this is a good one. I actually want to know as how you respond to this one. Name 3 artists that you would or YouTubers that you would love to collaborate with, because I know my friend Walking Melons would love to work with you someday. I love.
I would love to work with her too.
Hey, nice.
I don't know if you know the name. This girl. Her YouTube name is Bunny-chan.
I've heard of it. Yes.
She is so amazing. I want her to teach me how to make backgrounds.
She could be your senpai, your mentor.
I would love to have a talk with her or collaborate with her in something, anything. It can be whatever. It can be a music. It can be a drawing related thing. I don't know. It's just someone I would really like to get to know more. That and I mean another friend of mine, but I kind of already collaborated with him.
Yes.
And it was something I wanted to do. His name is Gilded Guy on YouTube. I actually had an animation kind of battle with him, but it was like the best experience I've ever had because we were, even though there are separate animations, the one he made and the one I made, it felt like we both worked on that on both animations. Like each one of us gave each other ideas on what to do for their animation, and we shared the entire process of creation of those two animation. And he was someone I really looked up to a couple of years ago. His animations were like really awesome, and I was like, oh, I wish someday I could get to meet them or just work with them on someone on something. And last year I had that opportunity, so yeah. So it will be Walking Melons, Bunny-chan, and Gilded Guy, but that's one I already made a collaboration with them. So I just have two more to go.
You have someone on your bucket list already crossed out. Impressive to say the least. Yes. Alyssa, if you're watching this, I know you're very busy, but if you're watching this, you heard it here first. Let's see what we can do. Oh, goodness gracious. I could tell. Oh, my God. Can you imagine how epic that'd be? Just the two of you, just two uber art nerds who have really just brought about a nice degree of inspiration for artists here on YouTube to just collaborate and do something amazing. Yeah, it would be absolutely amazing. I'm sure a lot of people are just like fangasming at the thought of these two collaborating, doing something magical, so to speak. All right, so let's. Oh God, yeah, another. I love these questions. I really do. I love open-ended questions that are good and well thought out. Because some people are just like, "What's your favorite Undertale character? Do you love Undertale a lot? Do you prefer butterscotch or cinnamon?" Like, come on. I'm sure. I mean, sure, that's nice to start off a conversation, but I love deep conversations. I really do. As an introvert, I don't really like small talk. I love deep, in-depth conversations. That's just me personally. Let's see. What is your dream project? I'm sure you have plans for other projects and other things you would love to do in the future. What is your dream project?
Actually, I'm doing it.
Oh, ooh.
'Cause I just started animation. I wanted to make my own series.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the sole purpose of why I started animations, because I wanted to make an animation series of anything. I didn't know what was going to be, but I wanted to do that. But like I said, I didn't have enough skills to do it. I mean, I knew I was gonna eventually get there, but I didn't know when that was going to happen. And this year is when I actually decided to start my animation series. I thought I wasn't capable of doing it because this is a really new style for me. Like I still have a lot to learn,
Yes.
but I wanted to just go for it. I just wanted to go for it. And since a lot of people like the story, which is what I was worried the most,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of I can kind of start on what I wanted to do since the beginning, which is making my own animation series. And right now I'm pretty much doing it, and it feels pretty good.
You're living your pretty much dream project. I wasn't expecting you to say that. I was expecting you to say something along the lines, I would love to do this, this, and this. This is always something I've always wanted to touch on. But no, sure enough, you're doing it right here and now. So, wow, that's impressive. Wow, I can really respect that, seriously. That actually caught me for a loop. I was not expecting her to say, project, I'm doing it right now. This is what I really wanted to do. I made this from the ground up, and sure enough, I've really just grown so attached to it. Freaking love it. It's amazing through and through. And obviously, it really is. All right, going on over to, we have two more questions left. Two more. Dos más. Dos más. All right, without displaying too many, oh, I'm sure people are just like, just talk about Glitch Tale already. I'm sure there are some individuals who are just like, talk about what's to expect. Don't worry, I got questions in store for that. This isn't one of those. Without displaying too many spoilers, would you kindly give me and our fan bases some insight as to what to expect for the future of Glitch Tale? Yeah, you're just like, well, I can't wait. So excited.
Alright, let me calm down a little bit so I don't nerd out and just spit spoilers everywhere. Oh boy. How can I not give you spoilers? Alright, I guess most of you kind of know who's going to be causing problems to the monsters from now on.
Yes.
Because I really like to start from this point because I literally have an empty canvas here. It's pretty much going to be my story and my assumptions. I'm basing, of course, the season on the same world of Glitch Tale. I'm going to continue the storyline. But of course, some humans are not going to agree with the monsters coming back to the surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is where the problem is going to be there. But I have so much more prepared to it. Like, if you thought season 1 had plot twists, it's because you haven't seen what I have planned for this one. And a lot of people's gonna hate me at some point. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna say why, but I'm going to prepare for a wave of dislikes and unsubscriptions. I'm just gonna have 0 subscriptions in my channel.
Shit.
And bro, everyone's gonna hate me, but don't worry. Don't worry. I have a lot of things planned for it, and I can say it's gonna be longer than season 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely gonna be way longer than season 1, and it's gonna have a lot of action scenes, a lot of them, and I hope I can learn to animate other characters because I want to give everyone their own spotlight at some point.
Yes.
And Oh, I wish I could talk more about it, but I think it will be spoilers.
Yeah, you feel
You
like you'll be
can,
crossing the threshold of going to spoiler territory. You're okay.
yeah, though you can figure out a big spoiler by looking at my other animations
Mm-hmm.
and try to put two and two together.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say how
Little
though,
Easter
but
eggs.
I did give a small hint of a really important thing for season 2 in one of my animations.
Would you kindly tell us as to which animation you're referring to so people know where to start
Oh,
Easter egg hunting?
the last one.
Ah, yes, of course.
The
Mm-hmm.
last one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The last one.
I presumed
The
as
last
much.
one, and it's related to season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad no one has figured it out.
Oh.
Some people have a vague idea of what it might be, but no one has figured it out. And I'm glad they haven't. It's not gonna be that big of a spoiler anyways, because I'm probably gonna work with that thing by like episode 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 2. So it's not like a huge spoiler, but I did something there that a lot of people hasn't noticed yet.
God bless. Seriously, she already has pretty much all of season 2 already planned out and ready to go in her head. She just needs to take a little bit of a break, a much needed break from.
No, I can't.
And there it is.
I swear, I'm like, okay, Kat, you need to rest now. But I'm like constantly thinking on this stupid thing. I can't leave it. I can't leave it. I just feel the urge to animate. I feel the
Yes.
urge to draw about it. And I cannot help myself. I know I have to rest, but I can't. Because I'm thinking on it 24/7. And I'm not going to feel satisfied until I animate it. So
It's kind of like
I'm
a.
probably just.
Your OCD won't let you be, and you just need to get started on this, lest you forget about your ideas. It's like me. I have such terrible memory. I have to make sure that something goes down on paper, lest I forget it. And I'm sure you having to urge the artist just intuition to just seriously go about getting this down and taken care of, so that way you can start to move on forward with the series itself and really just make this series just absolutely incredible and just crescendo from there, because I'm sure you have a
Yeah.
lot of things in store. And my goodness, she has a lot in store for us. So holy crap, get hyped up and excited for that. But at the same time, for the love of God, be patient with her. Holy crap, some of you are impatient as hell. I understand you are hyped up. I'm hyped up too. But also, patience is a wonderful skill to learn. I know some people say patience is a virtue, and you're just like, screw that shit. Give me my instant gratification. But sadly, the world does not work like that. It does not work like that. Patience is actually a very valuable skill to learn. So just be patient with her. She's got this, like nobody else has got this. Last question. Here we go. Let's finish off strong here. Professionally, what is your ultimate goal? Or personally speaking, personally or professionally speaking, what is your ultimate goal?
I guess that as long as I can make animation like my job for the rest of my life, that will be like a professional goal.
Yes.
Because I would have proven wrong everyone that I can't make animation or art my job. Everyone that ever told me to give up or to just abandon the idea of working as an artist, I would have proved them wrong. And it's not like, haha, it's more like a sort of personal satisfaction and a
Yes.
way to prove myself that, and others, that they can just chase their dreams, like no matter on how far they seem to be, everything can be achieved with enough hard work and perseverance.
Absolutely. Most definitely on that one. So to prove the naysayers wrong, to feel that personal satisfaction, and to feel triumphant, so to speak, is what I'm getting from you right now, correct?
Yes.
I'm glad. See, there's another thing that's also very valuable to learn. Listening. Listening, yes, it's a very valuable skill. My God. I used to be the worst listener ever. I would always just stare off into the distance. Never, oh my God, I was the worst at like dates and shit, basically, where I would just not like eye contact with a woman would be just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I say? What the fuck do I say? I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up. Don't sound stupid, Ray. Really just listening to them and just hearing what they have to say and just going with the flow and being natural with it is the best way to go, however. So, yay, public speaking. Teach me a whole lot and then some. Otherwise, my confidence level without public speaking would be absolutely craptastic. But my goodness, everyone, that's all we have here for this interview. We have Asterisk and Company, we have Camila, and for those of you who are unaware, I mentioned my good friend Walking Melons. I actually have an interview planned with her as well, but that's going to have to wait until later. For the time being, as she has her hair right in front of her face as a mustache. My goodness, this was a lot of fun and then some. Do you have any closing thoughts or anything of the sort that you would like to say to everyone watching before we call this an end?
Uh, um, I don't know. I mean, this was really fun. I would like to do it again sometime. We cannot just be an interview. We'll just talk about something else.
Yes,
Which
absolutely.
will actually be really fun.
I'd be delighted. We can collaborate in the future. I would be more than delighted to go about doing that. So, this was so much fun. Honestly, I kind of wish I didn't have to hit the stop record button, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. So, we're going to have to call this for an end of today's video. I will make sure to leave all forms of links to Camila's social media in the description box down below, and I strongly recommend that you go about taking a look because she is an absolutely amazing person at heart and also in her craft. So make sure to go about doing that, subscribe to her, and also make sure to leave a like or dislike on this video. Either way helps out support the channel, and I wholeheartedly appreciate your support as I wave my hand to you guys like a Jedi. Like I said, we're both a couple of total fucking nerds, and we love it. On this note, my name is Ultima, you guys are awesome, and so is Camila. I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you all so much for watching. I can never say this enough. Say bye, Camila. Bye.
Bye.